Hi, my name's Julie McLaren and I'm the curator of the Art Gallery of Ballarat. My role as curator involves working with a collection of 11,500 objects to tell stories about society, culture and the world that we live in. Currently on display, we have a selection of works which explore the idea of place, which specifically relate to depictions of Ballarat and the surrounding region. Artists have used different mediums and materials to depict different scenes of Ballarat in different periods of time through photography, painting, drawing and sculpture. In the display about place, we've chosen to show old and new works together so visitors can notice the changes that have taken place over time in the streets and surrounding landscape of Ballarat. By placing certain artworks together, artists are able to take us on a time-travelling journey, which might prompt you to think about how the landscape looked in the past and how it looks today. By showing artworks by Eugene von Gerard and James Meadows side by side, we're able to look at how Ballarat developed from a tent city to a built environment. Within the display about place are a number of works which depict Lake Wendouree at different periods of time. Black Swamp Lake Wendouree was painted by Wadawurrung artist Aunty Marlene in 2018. Aunty Marlene shares stories of her ancestral land through her paintings and has interpreted stories she was told by her mother and aunties to show what this region looked like before the arrival of white settlers. This body of water was known as Black Swamp before it was named Lake Wendouree. And Aunty Marlene shows us the different kinds of activities that her ancestors might have undertaken on the shores and in the water. A sense of place is important in Aunty Marlene's work because it connects her to country and her ancestors. Thompson created this scene of Ballarat around 1875, after the arrival of white settlers and around 2 decades after the discovery of gold. This painting is a record of what life was like at the time and shows how much the new settlers altered the environment as they tried to replicate their homelands of England. The natural swamp was previously surrounded by bushlands, which served as an important food and cultural site for the Wadawurrung people. In its place, Thompson has depicted green lawns planted with European plants, including the weeping willow tree. By placing these two works together, you can see the changes in the way the lake has been used over time and the landscape around it. Artworks in the display about place are an important record of the various ways that artists have depicted their surroundings.